Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving deep into a story that has haunted the automotive world for decades, a tale of beauty, tragedy, and a lingering mystery. We're talking about the curse of the Phantom. But what is this Phantom, and how did its legend begin? Our story starts not with a ghost but with a car, a magnificent, one-of-a-kind automobile known as the 1937 Rolls-Royce Phantom 3, chassis number 3AX79. This wasn't just any luxury car, it was a bespoke masterpiece, often referred to as the Phantom Corsair. Its creator was a man of immense vision and inherited wealth, the 24-year-old Rust Heinz, heir to the H.J. Heinz food empire. Rust wasn't interested in the family business of ketchup and pickles. He was a dreamer, an aspiring automotive designer with a passion for futuristic, aerodynamic shapes. In the mid-1930s, while most cars were still boxy and upright, Rust envisioned something different. He saw a car that could slice through the wind, a vehicle that was as much a rolling sculpture as it was a mode of transportation. To bring his radical vision to life, he partnered with a small but highly skilled coach-building firm in Pasadena, California, Bowman and Schwartz. Maurice Schwartz and Christian Bowman were master craftsmen, known for their ability to turn metal into art. Together, Rust Heinz and Bowman and Schwartz embarked on a project that would push the boundaries of automotive design and engineering. The cost? A staggering $24,000 in 1937, which is equivalent to nearly $500,000 today, an astronomical sum for a car at the time. The Phantom Corsair was built on the most advanced chassis available, the Rolls-Royce Phantom 3. This provided a powerful V12 engine and a sophisticated suspension system. But the body was pure science fiction. It was incredibly low-slung and wide, capable of seating 6 people with 4 in the front row, something unheard of at the time. The body was seamless, with no running boards, and featured fully enclosed, skirted wheels. The doors opened not with handles but with electric push buttons, a feature decades ahead of its time. The interior was equally futuristic, with an instrument panel that looked like it belonged in an aircraft cockpit, complete with a compass and an altimeter. The car was unveiled to the world in 1938 and was an absolute sensation. It was featured in magazines and even made a brief appearance in the 1938 film The Young in Heart, where it was dubbed the Flying Wombat. Rust Heinz had achieved his dream. He had created a car that was not just ahead of its time, it was from a different future altogether. He planned to put the Corsair into limited production, selling them for a cool $2,500 each. His dream was just beginning, but this is where our story takes a dark and tragic turn. In July 1939, just a little over a year after his triumph, Rust Heinz was involved in a horrific car accident. He wasn't driving the Corsair. He was a passenger in another car that lost control and collided head-on with another vehicle. Rust Heinz, the brilliant young visionary, was killed instantly. He was only 25 years old. With his sudden death, the dream of the Phantom Corsair died too. The production plans were abandoned. The one and only prototype, the magnificent car he had poured his heart and soul into, became an orphan, a monument to a future that would never be. And this is where the whispers of a curse began. The car, now owned by the Heinz family, was passed around. It was sold to an actor, then used for promotional tours. But it seemed to carry a shadow of the tragedy that befell its creator. It was eventually bought by a car enthusiast who decided to modify it. He altered the unique roofline to improve visibility, a move that many purists considered a desecration of Rust Heinz's original design. Then the car found its way into the hands of a man who would become its longest and most famous custodian, Bill Harrah, the casino magnate and legendary car collector. Harrah acquired the Phantom Corsair in the 1950s for his massive collection in Reno, Nevada. He recognized its historical significance and decided to undertake a massive restoration project. His goal was to return the car to its original 1938 glory, reversing the previous owner's modifications. But even for a man with Harrah's immense resources, the Corsair proved to be a difficult and challenging project. The car's complex, advanced systems were a nightmare to restore. The electric door buttons, the intricate dashboard, the unique bodywork. It all required painstaking effort. Some of the mechanics who worked on it reportedly felt an eerie, unsettling presence around the car. Accidents and strange mishaps were said to plague the restoration process. Was it just the difficulty of working on a unique prototype, or was it something more? Was the spirit of Rust Heinz, upset by the alterations, still attached to his creation? The legend grew. Stories circulated that the car was haunted. Some claimed to see a ghostly figure in the driver's seat late at night in the museum. Others reported hearing the faint hum of its V12 engine starting on its own, only to find it cold and silent upon inspection. These stories cemented the car's reputation. It was no longer just the Phantom Corsair, it was the Cursed Phantom. After Bill Harrah's death, his vast collection was auctioned off, and the Phantom Corsair was purchased by the National Automobile Museum in Reno, also known as the Harrah Collection, where it remains on display today. It sits in a place of honor, a stunning, almost surreal piece of automotive history. So, is the car truly cursed? Or is the curse simply a story woven from a series of tragic and unfortunate events? The tragic, premature death of its brilliant creator is undoubtedly the heart of the legend. It's a classic tale of unfulfilled potential. A young genius is struck down at the peak of his creativity, leaving behind a single, magnificent work that serves as a constant reminder of what could have been. The subsequent mishaps during its life could also be explained logically. Modifying a one-off prototype is bound to be difficult. Restoring it is even harder. The strange feelings reported by mechanics could be attributed to the pressure and frustration of working on such a complex and valuable machine. The ghostly sightings and sounds? Well, a car with such a dramatic history and striking appearance is a natural focal point for the imagination, especially in the quiet halls of a museum after dark. But whether you believe in curses or not, you cannot deny the powerful aura of the Phantom Corsair. It represents a poignant what if in automotive history. What if Rust Heinz had lived? Would our roads be filled with sleek, aerodynamic cars decades earlier? Would the name Heinz be known for automotive innovation as well as for condiments? The Phantom Corsair is more than just a car. It's a time capsule from a future that never happened. It's a testament to the singular vision of a young man who dared to dream of a different world. The curse is, perhaps, the most human part of its story. It's our way of trying to make sense of a tragedy, of giving a voice to the silent sorrow that surrounds this beautiful, lonely machine. It's a story of ambition, art, tragedy, and the enduring power of a legend that continues to captivate us more than 80 years later. What do you think? Is the Phantom Corsair truly cursed, or is it just a tragic story that has grown into a legend? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into automotive history. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the fascinating stories behind the world's most incredible machines. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.